Hi everyone, this is Prashanti ma'am. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to see autotrophic nutrition and heterotrophic nutrition. See, in the autotrophic nutrition mainly, so the plants are able to prepare their own food materials by themselves. That's why auto means self, trophic means synthesis of food. Okay, trophic and trophic means synthesis, means preparation. They will prepare the food materials. Okay, so once see the definition, what are autotrophs and what is the type of autotrophic nutrition here. So the organisms can produce the food substances, by absorbing sunlight, with the help of chlorophyll pigments, and those organisms are known as autotrophs. And then the type of nutrition, this type of nutrition is known as autotrophic nutrition. Okay, autotrophic nutrition, maximum plants are the autotrophs, So this is about the definition. Next we will go to the heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, just take the screenshot of this definition. Yes, nutrition will be the same. Okay, next heterotrophic nutrition. What is this? Hetero means different ways, okay, different. So now we will see the definition. So what is the definition for heterotrophic nutrition? So here the organisms can't able to prepare the food material. The organisms, right, all of you, the organisms, they can't able to prepare the food materials, so they depends on the other organisms. Okay, other organisms. So this type of nutrition is known as heterotrophic nutrition, is known as heterotrophic nutrition. Okay, and the organisms are known as are known as heterotrophs. This will be the definition. Okay, so the organisms, they can't able to prepare the food materials, so they depends on the other organisms. This type of nutrition is known as heterotrophic nutrition, and the organisms are called heterotrophs. Okay, based on the mode of acquiring food, means how they are acquiring food into the body, how they are taking food into the body. So this heterotrophs also divided into two types. So first one is saprophytes, and the next one will be the parasites. Okay, saprophytes, parasites. So what are saprophytes? See, what are saprophytes means, which absorbs nutrients, outside the body, which absorbs the nutrients outside the body. Outside the body. Okay, so those organisms are known as saprophytes. Saprophytes means which absorbs nutrients outside the body. That may be dead and decaying matter. Dead and decaying matter, rotten substances will be there. So rotten substances, rotten vegetables, on that it is going to grow. Okay, so that type of organisms are known as saprophytes. So example, what are the organisms which grow in the waste materials? So it will be yeast, molds, mushrooms. So these are the some examples of saprophytes which absorbs the nutrients outside the body. Then parasites. So this parasites absorbs nutrients from host it is absorbing, from the other organisms absorbing without killing them. Without killing them, it absorbs the all the nutrients from the host. So parasites and saprophytes. So parasites example, what are the example for parasites? So tapeworm, entamoeba. So these all are the parasites. Okay, so this is the heterotrophic nutrition. Now we will see heterotrophic nutrition in the unicellular organisms. Okay, so once again you see the definition and then types. So I think you understood this topic. Saprophytes and parasites. Saprophytes absorbs nutrients outside the body, and parasites which absorb nutrients from the host without killing them. Okay, without killing them, only it is not killing, but it is almost it is taking all the nutrients, and finally the host may become sick, otherwise it may die. So there are chances. Okay, so take the screenshot, right? So now we will go to the heterotrophic nutrition in unicellular organisms. Heterotrophic nutrition in the unicellular. Unicellular means what? How many cells are present in the body? Only one cell. Okay, only one celled organisms are known as unicellular organisms. Okay, unicellular organisms. So what are the examples for this unicellular organisms? Examples will be amoeba, paramecium. Amoeba and paramecium. Okay, so first we will see nutrition in amoeba. Okay, first in nutrition in amoeba we have 4 diagrams, 4 steps. So what is the shape of amoeba? What is the shape of amoeba? It does not have any particular shape. So it does not have any particular shape. Why? Because this cell membrane is forming the finger like folds. These finger like folds are known as pseudopodia. Pseudopodia. What is pseudopodia? Pseudopodia is nothing but false feet. False feet means it is not permanent. So continuously it is going to change. Whenever it need to form, then it is going to be formed. So these special structures are known as pseudopodia. So now in the first step, what is the first step here? So here we are assuming that there is a food particle. Yes, there is a food particle. Now this amoeba is going to sense the food particle, and in the second step what happens? In the second step this amoeba is going to be fuse over the food particle. So fuse over the food particles. So here fuse over the food particles. So amoeba forms pseudopodia over the food particle, okay. This is first step. And then second step. So third one, so same here, amoeba only. What happens? It forms a food vacuoles, the cell membrane, okay. So inside it contains the food, okay. So what happens here? The cell membrane forms food vacuole around food particle, okay. This is the third step. Same cytoplasm we are drawing here, okay. Next, fourth step, final step. Same, amoeba is not having any particular shape. Now where is the food particle? Inside the food particles, digested food particles. So it is undergoes into the digestion process, right? Food particles, food vacuole, food particle, okay, food particles. So this food digest, distribute to the cell cytoplasm, okay. This is the heterotrophic nutrition in amoeba. Heterotrophic nutrition in amoeba, very very important questions. Many times it was asked for 4 marks and 2 marks also, okay. So unicellular organisms, example amoeba and paramecium. So amoeba is having, there is no particular shape for amoeba. It is having a finger like folds. Those finger like folds are known as pseudopodia, means false feet. So when the amoeba is going to sense the food particles near the body, so this amoeba forms pseudopodia over food particles, otherwise fuse over the food particle, see here how it is fusing over the food particles. The direction of the pseudopodial structures will be like this, okay. Then finally, so the cell membrane forms as a food vacuole around the food. Then that food particle in the food vacuole is going to be digested and distributed to the other parts of the cell. So all of you draw the simple diagram and remember the steps, okay. Just take the screenshot. Done. Okay. Next we will go to heterotrophic nutrition in plants. Heterotrophic nutrition in plants. Already in the beginning of the class I told that all the plants will able to prepare, except few plants will be there, it does not have any chlorophyll, sometimes leaves are absent also, they can't able to prepare the food material, so they depends on the other organisms, other organism, and the example will be parasitic nutrition in cuscutta plant. Parasitic nutrition in cuscutta. Cuscutta also known as dodder plant, okay. Dodder plant. First we will see the speciality, introduction of cuscutta plant, okay. So first one you just write the same way, so that easily you can able to remember the points easy ga gurtundalante as it is bullets laga raskondi instead of paragraphs రాసినప్పుడు కొంచెం clumsy గా ఉంటది, it somewhat difficult to understand. That's why points is going to helpful for you. So leafless, it is leafless plant, otherwise leaves are modified as scales, okay, modified as scales. Then it belongs to which family? It belongs to morning glory family. It belongs to morning glory family, and the family name is Convolvulaceae. Convolvulaceae is the family name, okay. Convolvulaceae is the family name. Then so it is the twining species, so appears in which colors? So it will be appears in yellow, orange, pink or brown. So these are the colors of plants, colors of cuscutta plants different. Why? Because it is having around 170 species, 170 varieties of deodar plants are there. 170 species of deodar plants are there, and their color will be like this. And then now we are coming to the spatial structures. What are the spatial structures? Haustorial structures, haustoria. What is haustoria? Root like structures. These are the root like structures. What is the function of root like structures? Haustoria structures helpful in absorption, okay, absorption of water from where? Water from xylem and nutrients. See, if any plant or organism have to survive, what are the two chief material? One is water, another one is the food. Here same thing. So water xylem nunchi తీసుకుంటుంది, and then nutrients from phloem. Do you remember these two words, xylem and phloem? Yes, once again, xylem and phloem are the vascular bundles, transport tissues in the plants. Xylem is responsible for water transport, and phloem is responsible for nutrients transport. Okay, xylem and phloem. So what happens? This haustorial structures is going to be penetrate into the xylem and phloem and absorbs the water and nutrients from the plant. Now we will see the process, how it is going to be germinate. So main points, keywords I am underlining, you also underline. So it is modified as a scales. Leaves are modified as a scales, and it belongs to morning glory family, twining species, haustorial structures, xylem and phloem. Okay, now I am saying the type of nutrition, how the plant is going to grow and how it depends on the host plant. So see here, this is the seed of the cuscutta. So this seed is going to be germinate, and it forms as anchoring roots. Okay, so seed germination. Okay, so this seed is going to grow as, so already seed germination is over, now shoot tip was developed, and down it forms as a roots, and upper part it becomes as a shoot. Stem portion, shoot is nothing but stem portion, this is stem. So how the stem is growing? The stem is growing in a spiral fashion. The stem will grow in the spiral fashion. So finally it is going to get a host plant. So the host plant normally it contains the leaves. Normally it contains the leaves. Okay. So as usual. So what happens when it finds a host plant? What is this plant? Is host plant, host. So here this spiral stemmed plant is going to be overlap over the tree and absorbs all the nutrients by hastoreal structures. So what happens here? This is having the hastoreal structures. These are all structures. Hastoreal structures. So this with the help of this hastoria, it absorbs water and nutrients. After growing continuously, it was increased completely all over the stem, all over the trees. So and after that it reaches to the new host. Okay, this is the parasitic nutrition in cuscutta or dodder plant. The main points if you see, so the cuscutta plant is a leafless, otherwise leaves all are modified as scales. Scales ante telusu kada chinnaviga, so it is modified as the scales. And then it belongs to morning glory family, Convolvulaceae. Convolvulaceae is the family name. How many types of varieties are there? 170 species. 170 species of varieties are present, and it is a twining species, and it is going to show in different colors like yellow, orange, pink and brown colors, and it is having the special structures. We have here one mark answer, hastoreal structures. One hastoria means root like structures helpful in the absorption of water from xylem, nutrients from phloem. Okay. So this is the process of nutrition. First seed germination. After that it is going to form shoot tips and root tips. So shoot tips is going to grow as stem in a spiral fashion. And this stem is having the hastoreal structures, the root like structures. With this it can able to penetrate into the xylem and phloem. It can able to penetrate అంటే ఏంటి, లోపలికి వెళ్ళిపోవడం, లోపలికి చొచ్చుకుపోవడాన్ని penetration అంటే. Okay, so it is moving, penetrating into the xylem and phloem tissues, deeper tissues of the plant, and finally it is absorbing, simply sucking all the nutrients from the plants, and the host plant is going to become weak. After when